Oh man. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, you see yourself over there now. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to a brand new vlog. So today we have begun sleep training, I guess you could say, Liam. I think whatever it's called, but basically we're trying to merge him from bassinet in our room over to his room. And I don't want to just do that to him at night. So we're trying to do all of his naps in his crib starting today. He was in there, how long do you think he was in there? Probably 30 minutes?
Half hour, yeah.
Yeah, he was probably in there for a half hour, and I think he fell asleep for 2 minutes and then woke up. So he hasn't really had his morning nap. But he's outgrowing his bassinet in the bedroom. So we're trying to make the change. But so far today, we've had our morning coffee and hot chocolate. It's been very good.
Guess who was sitting on the chair in his room keeping an eye on him?
Luna was watching.
She was.
Cutie.
Being
What are you watching? Being a good kitty guard. So currently we're just making breakfast. I'm making an egg scramble. And somebody once said in a video, I heard them say something along the lines of, I think it was on Pinterest, don't add too many veggies to your egg scramble because you don't want it to taste like a salad. I'm the exact opposite. I'm like, throw in all the veggies so I can taste my veggies so I can barely taste the egg. So let me show you guys my scramble. We have spinach in here, broccoli, and mushrooms, and then I'll probably just add a little bit of hot sauce on top. And I'm also gonna have a grapefruit on the side. We have made it to the bedroom. I am doing my makeup for the day, so I figured I'd sit with you guys, chat with you guys. So the nap did not go the best. We tried again, but again, this is a new phase, so it's gonna take time. I know that. And he had a meltdown, so we brought him out, and he fell asleep in the living room. So when he wakes up and he's ready for his next nap, we'll just try again. And that's just how this process is probably going to go. And that's, you know, that's okay. Larry is getting ready to meet a gentleman outside. We have a local business near us that's called Canterbury Farms. Larry and I are looking to get some plants or some flowers for the gardens and stuff like that. And Larry stopped up there. They were really sweet. And they're like, we'll just come out, take a look at your yard and see how the sun is, what areas are shaded, what plants will work best for you guys in your yard. Plants that'll come back that you won't have to worry about. So anyways, that guy is headed out to meet with Larry. So
he's my newest best friend.
yeah, that's very exciting. We're excited about that. We're looking into these plants that are pink, like 9 months out of the year. Are they called pampas grass? I don't think that's what it's called.
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay, Larry's gonna tell me in a second, but they're beautiful wispy grass. And if we can, one day I'd love to rip out all the shrubs that are around the pool and replace it with that pink grass. Oh, it'd be so pretty. But for now, we're looking at a small area to do. This is the grass. Yes. I'm mixing two things today. I'm gonna do this the Flawless filter mixed with the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I'm just gonna give this a try. This is definitely darker than this. Besides that, guys, I have some bananas that are definitely in need of making a recipe with. So I figured, because I've been telling you guys how I've been making these. Oh, I didn't wet my sponge. Hold on, I have to wet my sponge. So I've been making like healthier alternatives to normal desserts that we all love. And last time I made the chocolate muffins, which was really, really good. So I might make a chocolate cookie today, or again, I might make some muffins, add some chocolate chips. I always add nuts for like added healthy fat. Plus I just love nuts and stuff. But of course, these recipes, you can make them your own, whatever you want to do with them. But I thought it would be nice to share like some healthy inspo if you guys are looking into that, but still love to enjoy your sweets. Yes. And then I read a comment somewhere that somebody said that they hope that I'm not like cutting or restricting or being really intense with the diet. Absolutely not. I am not. I just heard Liam. What I am doing is basically finding healthier alternatives to your favorite sweets, like cookies, for example, muffins, potato chips, but again, I'm an 80-20 girl, so it's all in moderation for me because I will allow myself to have a dessert when I want to have a dessert. So no worries there, guys. It's just,
hey, 80-20.
we're gonna find some, we're gonna bake. Basically, you guys, we're gonna bake something today and I'm excited about it. Did little man just wake up?
He did.
Pedal poppin'.
Hot Pocket.
Why is that exactly how that sounded? That's exactly why I turned around and looked at Larry. I'm like, oh my gosh, that just sounded like a Hot Pocket commercial. Pedal poppin'. Larry and I, what is this? What is this? Larry and I have decided to watch, and I want to hear you guys' opinion. You probably have already watched this show, Harry and Meghan on Netflix, about the royal family and their departure and how everything went down. Of course, you're only seeing one side of the story, and I usually don't talk about drama like this or other people's drama because nobody ever really knows what is going on. Even though there's a show about it, we are only hearing one side of the story. And again, nobody ever knows what's going on in your life. Even if they're a public figure or they're sharing their life, you're seeing what somebody wants you to see. So I always keep that in mind. That's just how I kind of view life and people in general. But watching that show, oh God, we live in such a messed up world. Like how the paparazzi can do what they can do with the hounding and the stalking. Like if they weren't public figures, that would 100% be stalking. And it's just a scary life to live for them. And I don't know, I had my opinions on the situation, but after watching that documentary series, I feel really bad for them. I do. I feel really bad. I don't know. It was rough. So let me know if you guys watched it. Let me know what you think. You guys know I love talking about TV shows and movies that we've watched and that we're watching. Also, we did finish Wednesday. So good. Approved for a season 2. Very excited about that. Going back to Harry and Meghan though, it just kind of shows you, I honestly, when it was all going down, I didn't think the best of the situation. I was like, wow, like she married into that family. She knew what she was getting into. And that's a terrible thing to say and think. And now you see this other side and I'm like, gosh, like what a nightmare for her. And it just kind of shows like how easy it is for people to judge an outside situation when they don't know. And we really shouldn't judge because it's not our place to judge. Just how insane internet feeds and what people say on the internet can go so far so quickly, and how it can literally destroy lives. Like the internet has become such, it can be a great thing, don't get me wrong, where people can come together and it can be wonderful, and it can also be such a detrimental ticking time bomb that can be terrible for people. And watching that, it was just one of those scenarios that it just got so brutal so quick, and I could not imagine living her life and having to be mutilated and butchered and constantly nitpicked for everything 24/7 and stalked 24/7. Anyways, it was a whole thing. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on it. I know that there's a lot of mixed opinions on the topic, and again, I usually don't talk about topics like that because I don't think we can properly form an opinion on something that we really fully don't know anything about. But a general consensus is I do feel bad, and I think what happened to them is really sad. Gosh, I gotta get these brows done. Guys, I have to get my brows done. They are wildebeests. Wildebeests. Okay, we're done. We are successfully having a nap in the crib. It is time to make our chocolate chip cupcakes. Okay, so here is what you're going to need. 3 bananas, a cup of peanut butter. As you can tell, I'm a little short there because I just finished this peanut butter that I had. Hershey's, I picked up the special dark 100% cocoa. There's no sugar in this one, I believe. Yes, 0 grams of sugar. So you're gonna need a 1/4 cup of that. Cinnamon, I'm adding to the recipe. You'll need a pinch of baking soda. It's actually a teaspoon. And then these no sugar added dark chocolate baking chips that we're gonna use to put on top once we have our mixture. So we're gonna start by mashing the banana in here. Then we're gonna add the peanut butter, the cocoa, and then these, just mix it all together. How's my stuff looking?
Looking like stuff.
Looking like stuff. Forgot a crucial ingredient. We need 2 eggs. Now that I have literally... Okay. We're back in the kitchen. Larry?
What do you want me to do?
I have asked for Larry's sous chef assistance. Little one is not having it. He wants to be held and cuddled, right? So, I think the mixture is pretty good. The thing that I did differently with this from the last time is last time I added maple syrup, pure maple syrup. I'm not gonna do that this time because the key here is, of course, super ripe bananas. Of course, with the ripe bananas, you can still add the maple syrup. So if you want to, definitely feel free to. I'm trying it without it this time just to see how it tastes, but the bananas are really ripe and it adds a sweetness. So this is where I'm gonna need your skill, Larry, to pour a little bit of the mixture in each one of these cups.
You're missing one.
I know, I was short one. Oh gosh. This here, maybe you guys can see. Probably not. Okay.
It seemed like a good idea at the time, but not so much.
No, let's put that to the side. I'll get you a spoon.
Yeah. Here,
Okay.
you lick that.
Little man, when are we gonna get to the age where you cling on to me and you hold me tight? You guys can't even see what Larry's doing. You can't, this is terrible. Yes! I think they can see what you're doing. Oh, too much, definitely too much, because it'll fill over top, so like half of that.
The things you find out after
What's Daddy doing?
making a mess. Gordon Ramsay would not be happy with this result here. You donkey!
I think you're doing great, babe.
Okay then. Yes.
You're doing great.
Thanks.
Larry's coming in. The skill. And we'll even fill the one where I ran out of the paper. Is
I
there
will.
extra batter?
There's
Or enough
we'll
for
see.
one more? Yeah. Say hi, cutie.
Hi, cutie.
And we're watching Daddy make cupcakes. Okay guys, Larry did a beautiful job. They're all filled, and now we're gonna top them with a couple of chocolate chips and nuts. If you don't like nuts, obviously skip the addition of the nuts.
And if you're allergic to them, don't eat it.
That too. All right guys, these are gonna go in the oven at 350 for 10 minutes, and then we'll check them from there. Also, when you're making these, feel free to make them your own. Use whatever peanut butter you want or nut butter you want. If you want to use almond butter, go for it. And I just say whatever recipe you're kind of following, at least I do. When I'm following a recipe, I always do it loosely. So for this recipe, I added the cinnamon and then I added the nuts. It didn't originally call for that. And then I took out the syrup this time. So play with the recipes, decide what works for you, what you like, what your kids like. This is gonna be a great recipe for kids too, instead of your traditional cupcake. If you're looking for something a little bit healthier, be a good pick. The cupcakes are gonna be done in 2 minutes. What are you locked in on? What do you see? So we're just waiting for those to finish up. I'm gonna have Larry take them out. We're gonna poke them with a toothpick. If they come out completely dry, then they are done. And then we will taste test them once they cool down. This one I'm pretty sure is definitely due for a nap. He is having one of his fussier days. Are you being fuss fuss? Are you being a Mr. Fuss Fuss? No, not you, not ever. But that's okay. See, that's okay. Today for dinner, I want to have like a rotisserie chicken. I think that would be really nice. And then I'm gonna roast some sweet potatoes in the oven with, oh, I should do roasted Brussels sprouts too. I have those in the fridge that I need to cook up. Ah, they're done. All right, don't trip over your wiring, honey.
I see the wiring.
All right, little man.
I'm surrounded by wiring.
Let's see.
Luna thinks it's for her.
Luna, it's not for you. These cupcakes are not for you.
I'm gonna do the oven glove.
Yes, we're gonna step over here because that's hot. See, that's hot. See, that's hot. They look cute. I don't think, oh, they might be done. Let's see. The chocolate chips are nice and melted, melty-ish.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh no, definitely not done. Show them the toothpick.
Too mushy.
Yeah, that's, I don't know if you guys can see from over there, but it's, no. Okay, an additional like 5. We're gonna add 5 minutes to that. I think the original recipe does call for 15 minutes, but our oven is very unpredictable and it can cook desserts extremely fast.
They're beautiful.
I made egg muffins in that tin a couple days ago. Guys, I even sprayed it with olive oil, so I don't know what happened, but I had to use my fingernail, which is absolutely disgusting,
Ew.
and scrape out the egg to get it to clean.
Ew.
And I soaked it in Dawn dish soap and hot water, and then I soaked it again in a mixture of vinegar, Dawn dish soap, and water, and I did everything that you could think of, and I could not get it off. We couldn't get it off. How are you? How are you? Are you having a good day? You see yourself in there? You see yourself. Say hi. Say hi.
Alrighty then. I have taken them out of the oven after an additional 5 minutes. That in there. Take it out. Looks pretty clean. I'm calling them done. But I am Chef Boyar, am I clueless? And the reason why I'm doing this, turn this off, is because the true baker
Just fell asleep. I was just thinking, there's going to be a time where he's not going to need me to do this. Of course, I'll always be there when he wants a hug when he's older, but there's going to be a time when he's a teenager, he is not going to want mama to rock his. Thanks for doing the muffins.
You're welcome.
/ cupcakes, I keep calling them muffins. I'm very excited to eat one. So hungry. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Also, thanks for filming.
You're welcome for that too.
All right, guys, let's try one of these muffins. Okay, I did spritz a little bit of the paper with some coconut oil because last time it did stick. Look at that. So good. All right, ready? I can confirm, delicious without the maple syrup. I can taste a difference. It is a bit sweeter, obviously, with the maple syrup, but this is perfect for me. It's like eating a hot, gooey, dreamy cake, and it is so good. All right, guys, for these, I'm gonna list the ingredients that I used in the description box and the baking time and all the things. Hopefully I won't forget, because I've said that before and then I forget. But anyways, these are so good. My sweet potatoes in the oven just finished, and this will probably last about 5 days, maybe a week. And then we have some crispy Brussels sprouts. Larry's gonna have those chicken tenders. And that is because originally we were gonna go with the oven roasted chicken. Unfortunately, Publix did not have a plain one. This is the Mojo oven roasted chicken, which has lime, garlic, and spices. Larry is gonna try it. If it's not spicy, he can have it. It'll be good to go. But if it's spicy, not a good mix for Larry. So that is what is for dinner.